Welcome. In this reading, we are looking at the energy of the zodiac sign Leo to kick off this mini series that I am doing. We will start with Leo to honor the Lion's Gate. If you are new to the Lion's Gate portal, the 8-8 portal, I have created an intro video that will talk about that. I will link it also in the description box of this video. So the way that I am intending that this reading will work as a beneficial tool for you is to have you look at the qualities and characteristics and traits that come with the zodiac sign of Leo. So when we look at those traits, part of what we're looking at is what sign, what element is it? And by looking at the element qualities, that in a very fundamental level gives us an idea of what type of energy we're looking at. I don't want these videos to be insanely long, and so I will go ahead and put some of those additional qualities in the description box of the video. You can look at that to help you determine how you might work with this particular reading. The next thing that I am needing to say is that we contain all 12 zodiac signs within us, and they come out in our lives in different ways. They have different areas that they govern, different ways that they affect us, and the degree to which these qualities show up in our lives can be different. But the beauty of how these readings are going to work is that you are going to be in control and looking at as this portal opens, as this Lion Gate comes up. So Lion's Gate portal, August 8th, the period that I talked about, it's a great portal that helps us with manifesting. So as you look at your life right now and you look at, from the time of you watching this video, what is it that you're wanting to really manifest in your life? And if you happen to be watching it before a Lion's Gate, either the one that's happening this year or whatever year you happen to be watching this video, the idea behind this set of readings is you get to go into your personal astrology chart and you get to look at where your signs are, what they govern, how they can help you, and you get to make those choices about, okay, what extra areas of guidance am I looking for right now that can really help me maximize this manifestation energy? And then you can take the reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. As with all readings, all advice, all opinions, it's kind of the same. It's about being in your power and really aligning yourself with what feels right for you and letting go of the things that don't. And per request, we are going to have some cup shaking to reveal these runes. So, without further ado, I am asking please for energy and any messages that need to come through for Leo energy to help those who want to access and engage with Leo energy. Show us what we are looking for, what will help us in our manifestation process during this portal. Okay, so the first thing to note, Leo, actually I'm going to pause the video real quick and show you how the runes fell. I always think these kind of things are important because people pick up information in different ways. So 1 second and I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so as you just saw, your reading is very directional. There is momentum and energy behind it. So the very first thing that is coming through for you guys is the culmination point. What all of this energy is moving towards is Gabo. And Gabo is gifting and receiving through fair exchange. So this is about equilibrium, homeostasis, symbiotic relationships. This is about understanding that the true benefit of something happens when all parties involved are receiving something. And ideally when that receiving is in a balanced quantity. But the great thing about this and what's coming through is balance doesn't always look like even ground, right? So this is a lot about comparison energy. This is a lot about what is being in a state of overflow for you does not look the same as being in a state of overflow for someone else. Cooperation and mutually exclusive benefit and exchange are going to be the type of energetic frequencies that are going to help you in your manifesting. So that should be kind of the overarching color or flavor or quality when you are having ideas to yourself about what am I creating, how's it going to look, what's it going to look like, who's going to be involved. The central foundation point of that should also include and contain those fundamental energies of reciprocity. So we have Gabo, and that was our starting point. Now, if it's shaping a pyramid, which is kind of what it's doing, what I'm seeing on either leg of the pyramid, we have Hagalaz on one side and Thurisaz on the other. Hagalaz is our hail energy, Thurisaz is our lightning energy. Both are energies of disruption. Both are energies of clearing away to make room for something new. So this is energy that's saying at your foundation, at your core, when you're working with energy for building and manifesting and creating the life that you want, it's going to be very fundamental to look at the things that need to be cleared out, the things that need to be released. And so at the top of that pyramid is Kenaz, and Kenaz is our torch energy. Kenaz is our inner guidance. So this really is feeling like an energy of tapping into your heart space. Hagalaz is, it deals with our head and our heart with that energy. That type of energy is going to be fundamental in helping you move in the direction that you need to go and to understand how to build those collaborative expressions and situations that are going to help you benefit. Now, at the bottom of that pyramid, on the side where Thurisaz was, we had Yera. And Yera is about the harvest. Yera is about the year. This is about long cycles. So, and what's important and what's coming through too is we've got a lot of fire energy setting in this, because Thurisaz is that lightning energy, Kenaz is fire energy with the torch. It's always a struggle of mine to know whether to show you guys my face when I'm doing the reading, if that's how you're going to connect, or to show you the runes. As the reader, seeing the runes is really critical for me. And so a lot of the information, I feel like you guys are missing out if you can't see it as well. So this particular reading, there is a bit of internal struggle happening for me because I've made the choice to do the video facing the camera. But I'm really, really feeling drawn to doing it the way I normally would, where you see the runes laid out. So outside of my own personal bias, what that is coming through in this reading and talking about is actually for you, visuals are going to be important. Being able to see the physical, being able to see the manifestations, And so any type of things that you can do in your life to help you ground in energy and bring it into your everyday existence, your physical life, is going to be helpful for you. And that's the importance of this internal struggle that's happening with me right now. And a lot of that has to do with this was happening, and it culminated when I was talking about Yera. And Yera, as I said, is the year, but very specifically the harvest. So we're looking at these longer cycles, but we're looking at that tangible thing, that tangible component of the material world, of our reality, that we get to interface with, that we get to interact with, right? So this is a thing where anything that you can do, whether it be visuals that you post on your wall, whether it be if you're doing money magic, putting the highest denomination bill in your country that you can in your wallet and carrying it with you, and no matter what, you never spend it. Those are kind of like, it's a visual thing, so that every time you open your wallet, you see that money, and you know that you are abundant. You know that you are resourceful, and that you know that you all are not lacking, that you are in that I have what I need space. But it's feeling very much like being able to have the visual cues and interact with your world in that way is going to be very helpful for you. We have a few other runes to finish out this reading, and what's very telling about it is that we on one side we have Nauthiz, and Nauthiz is about necessity. Nauthiz is about the actual need for things to happen, for things to move, for things to be. So this is an energy that we often associate with fate, that certain things are predetermined to unfold. Now, how they unfold, the way that they unfold, all of that is beautifully undetermined, because it happens as we take our steps. And you guys had Kennas, so this is, again, as you build and as you look back on what you're building and you really touch base with what it is you're building, that is going to help move you forward in fulfilling these things that are coming up, these necessities. These are internal desires, is what it's feeling like, that are really going to propel you in a direction. And so the trick is learning how to engage with this energy in a way that is beneficial to you as well as those around you. So, and that goes back to that Gabo energy I was feeling. Now, you have Elhaz that was sitting lined up right below it. And what this is representing is protection and guidance. So this is an energy letting you know that as you move along these steps, as you work with this energy, you have divine guidance on your side. For you in particular in this reading, I'm not really getting a lot of energy one way or the other, whether it's celestial support, more on a extra dimensional kind of setting, or whether it is more of grounding in and tying into Gaia and earth elements and grounding that way. So the lack of clarity for me in the reading on that tells me that that is going to be user's choice. So the ultimate underlying message here with Elhaz coming out is, however you connect to guidance, whatever that is for you, whether it's angels, whether it's earth elements, whether it's fae, whether it is various deities, whether it is your local communities, whatever type of clubs or organizations that you're part of, that is going to be a huge source of support for you as you come and you work with this energy during the Lion's Gate. On the other side of those, we had Laguz and Oros. So Laguz is lake energy, and that is always an energy of reflection, but this is energy of our third eye. It's energy that gets us to move within the realms of consciousness. And so for you, this coming out with Uros, which is a creation energy. Uros is primal creation. Uros is creation, like Big Bang creation, like energy and formation at the beginning of time, of existence, of things like that. So this is very much powerhouse creative energy. And the feeling that's coming through for you is to be a little more audacious with your creativity, to really step in a little bit further on the things that inspire you and to be sharing that with others, because everyone is a reflection for us. Everything is a reflection for us. And I'm actually getting a lot of physical sensations right now as I'm saying this. So there really is a sense of understanding that creation looks like different things. Creation, being creative isn't just being an artist. Being creative is about how we nurture our relationships. Being creative is about how we care for plant life or animal life. You know, there's a creation of being a mother, having children. So that creation energy, it's very important that I say out loud to you guys that when this is talking about looking at your creation and your creativity in a reflective way, this is really feeling like an invitation to look at what are the different ways that you can engage with your communities, that you can engage with yourself to bring about new iterances or understandings of self. That's the feeling that's coming through. And we also have Berkana. Now, Berkana was slightly covered. Berkana is nurturing energy. And I didn't actually see that that's the rune that was covered until just now. So this coming in the read right after Oros with that creation energy, we've got that nurturing support. So this is about intuition, and this is going back to Laguz. This is really, and Elhaz with our guidance and our support system. So this is doing the things that are going to help you sustain. Sustainability is a word that's coming through at this point in the reading. So as you're creating, remember that once the creation is there, nurturing is required. So we are all magical, so magical. We often forget it, but as we're manifesting and we're building things into our reality, into our physical world, this is a reminder that nurturing energy is required to sustain it. So be looking at also the things that you do that help fuel you and rejuvenate you as you move through these type of changes. And the final rune for you guys that came out is Ehwaz, and Ehwaz represents the world tree. So Ehwaz really is about complete and full alignment. This is about really understanding the beautiful connection between what we have here in the physical realm and what we have in the non-physical realms, things that are in this world but not of this world, or of this world but not in this world. And there's all these little phrases, and they they fly around my head sometimes, but I think you understand what I'm meaning. Just like we have our senses, which are wonderful and beautiful, and they help us tie in. And then there are things that are extrasensory, things that are beyond. And Awaz is coming through, and it's feeling like there's a magic here at the end of this reading that like you're going to start to understand your own power as a creator being, as a co-creator with the universe, as you start to work with this manifestation energy. And it's because it's the feeling of like, as you do something and you try it and it's scary and you're like, oh, I don't know, and resistance, but then you do it and you try it and you look back on it, you reflect on it with that Lagos energy, and you say, wow, look at what I've done. Look at what I've contributed. Look at how I've created this in my life. And so learning how to celebrate victories and learning how to, again, for you guys, remember, it was about the visual, being able to see and pull things back into your physical reality as a reminder for your physical self. I also, real quick for these readings, am going to pull a card from my Spirit of the Wheel deck because I want us to look at integrative energy for these readings. And the card that came out for Leo, I'll have to take a picture of it because my camera is gonna invert all the letters, but the card that came out for you is Father Son. So it is about direction, illumination, active growth. So this is Eastern energy, masculine energy, and the number 3 is associated with it, and on the card is the eagle. So that is further guidance and information for you guys. And it's really beautiful considering all of the fire element energy we had at the very beginning of your reading with the various runes. So that is your reading. I hope that you have found it helpful. One quick final note for you guys, and I hope to see you at future readings. Thank you so much for attending this reading, spending time with me, and most importantly, spending time with yourself to know yourself better and to be more in your power as you live your life. If you are interested in learning the runes, I am actually creating a class that will be launching shortly after the Lionsgate, so middle of August, I'm thinking. I have an email list set up. If you are interested in that, sign up for the email list. Link will be in the description box, and that will give you all the information you need in order to be able to participate.